About Gareth Bale.
That's it. Let's talk about Gareth Bale. Jamie's on. Let's talk Spurs. It's been a while, Wade.
Well, don't you want to? We'll talk about Arsenal if you want.
No, definitely.
Because that's your favourite real team, isn't it? Everybody knows.
Oh, well, that's Darren Bentley portrays to be a Spurs fan. Gets all the Sky Sports games, and he hates Spurs. He's an Arsenal fan.
Just like Harry Kane, yeah. No. Let's talk about Gareth Bale. After he got that hat-trick in the game yesterday, he spoke about his pride in Tottenham, bouncing back after the cup final defeat.
Disappointing after the final loss. We're all professional. We know how to deal with loss, and the best way to do that is to come back and fight stronger and show your character, and I definitely think we did that today. Obviously there's going to be certain points in games where we're going to have to defend, but yeah, we want to play the Tottenham way. We want to attack, we want to score goals, and yeah, we did that tonight. We want to score goals, we want to win games, we want to attack, and that's what we've always done here at Tottenham.
You see,
he said attack a lot, didn't he?
But he said that after Ryan Mason's first game, which they won, and then he was left out for the cup final, which now looks like a massive error, doesn't it, from Ryan Mason?
Yeah. I mean, I took a bit of stick about it because, look, Ryan Mason comes in. It's an impossible job to take over a week before a cup final and then pick the right team and try and get a result against probably the best team in the world. So, it was really difficult for him. I think he got it wrong on the day, not playing Bale, not starting Bale. I mean, he took him off against Southampton, I think, in the 80th minute. Then I instantly tweeted saying, well, Bale starts in the final then. So when I didn't see him start, I was really surprised. I didn't understand it. I think the subs that he made on the day were probably not right, bringing on Sissoko. But look, we're not here to criticise Ryan Mason, because I think he's actually done a really good job since he's come in. He has tried to change the way that they're doing it. He's been really positive. Actually, to be honest with you though, Aid, watching the game yesterday, I was actually really frustrated. I was annoyed. It was annoying me that they were winning, because it's got to the point where you always do it against Sheffield United, or you do it against the lesser teams. But when we need you in the big moments, where have you been? Where was Son in that cup final? Where was Bale in the cup final and in the Europa League? Where were these players? And then they turn up against Sheffield United and everyone's talking, oh, Gareth Bale, oh, Son, they're brilliant. Where were you when we needed you?
Don't you include Kane in that? Because he didn't have a good cup final either.
Kane was half fit, Aid. He was half fit. And I think in the second half, he actually played all right. But what service did he have? They were terrible in that cup. They were one of the worst performances I've seen from Spurs this season. It was shocking. Son was Man City's best player. And now all we've got to talk about, Son this and Gareth Bale that. And watching it and seeing them win yesterday, and they won 4-0, actually annoyed me. Because I'm sick of watching Spurs play against rubbish teams and everyone start raving about them again.
Right, let's just hone in on that, because what you've got there is bang on, and I don't mean any disrespect, but that Sheffield United performance was one of the worst I've seen. I think on telly the commentators were kind of talking it up a little bit, and I was thinking, are they watching a different game? Because they were shocking, especially at the back. And when you bear in mind a couple of their regular centre-backs were playing, it's not as if it was, sure, O'Connell's still out, but it's not as if it was a whole back five. It was completely
well, they're
torn
lost,
apart.
They're lost, aren't they? I mean, they've gone down. Wilder's left. It's a shambles there right now.
A true shambles. And the Bale goals, the defending for all of them. You're leaving Gareth Bale totally unmarked, centre of the pitch, to hone in on goal. It's absolutely remarkably bad defending. So I'm a little bit more cautious. There's a couple of things I want to say about whether Gareth Bale stays or not, because I think a few Spurs fans, as ever, will get a bit carried away with a performance like that, because he's got a hat-trick. He's a Premier League hat-trick. Of course it counts. His goal record isn't actually that bad when you look at it compared to the minutes he's had on the pitch. Yeah, it's not bad. And listen, he's not a bad player. However, there will be times when we've seen Gareth Bale this season, and we've looked at him thinking that he is not the Gareth Bale they had 10 years ago, and not the Gareth Bale who won 4 European Cups. So they've got to be very, very cautious about whether they proceed with it and pay the kind of money that he will be commanding for a new contract.